Obviously, you can delete it as well. I promise. What did the YouTube guy do in advancements to get banned? I was lurking then. Oh yeah, okay. I didn't want to open this can of worms, but a quick real talk session here. I guess. I know the game, atmospheric noises are still playing in the background. So, essentially, I'm name dropping here because it's not a secret. You guys know Oskar and how he's only in my YouTube chats. I personally think he's a cool guy in the sense of like his programming skills, his developing skills, his Minecraft gameplay, all of that. However, and I make this clear, I do not support any of his hatred and perspectives towards the Minecraft speedrunning community. And I knew this for a long time, by the way, that Oskar has been banned from pretty much the whole of MCSR. So any Minecraft speedrunning streams basically have him banned. And you guys know how he has constantly been asking for me to ban him in the YouTube chat. And I said no, because I do think you're a valuable asset to have. And he's a bit of a, you know, strange person because, well, he basically deletes, or he deleted all of his Discord accounts. He basically has no Twitch account I know of. He wiped all of his GitHub stuff. He never wants to make any of his development projects public. He, out of the blue, decided to make everything in German. And especially after yesterday's stream with Seskio tuning in, Oskar decided to throw some slurs at him, which was the final nail in the coffin that made Seskio post a longer message into the All Advancements Discord, basically saying that went too far. And after that, Seskio didn't feel comfortable being in my streams anymore whenever Oskar is there. And maybe I'll just pull up the message real quick. Yes, I'll give the full rundown real quick. It's reasonable so. Let's go here. Okay. So essentially, Seskio posted this message in the All Advancements Discord. I wanted someone to explain to me what the F I just experienced through Link's recent Twitch stream. This is yesterday's stream. Talking with Oskar, a very talented All Advancements set seed Listless runner, which we know. I do think Oskar's runs themselves aren't cheated or in any way. Like, he's a very, very talented runner. But this is where we separate Oskar as a runner from Oskar as, like, a person. Okay? So this is solely about Oskar as a person. I don't know much about this person, but during a simple interaction talking about why he isn't public about his notable runs and constantly deletes them, the reason being I hate MCSR community. And this is crazy. Oskar has been in the community for has been part of my streams for well over half a year. And from my perspective, he has been pretty well behaved, but this could also just be that because I'm German and because he wants my help, he is, like, behaving nicely most of the time. So unfortunately, I have a bit of a different perspective on this. But I feel like I'm the only one that gets treated with some kind of respect from Oskar. I've repeatedly been called the R-slur and Feinberg's moderator in an insulting manner. Yeah. This is all from yesterday. And again, I've never experienced this kind of breakout before yesterday. As the only talented runner and the leaderboard mod specifically, sure. So, yeah, Oskar showed a lot of hate towards the leaderboard moderators, which I was not aware of before. I'm not going to bother you with a screenshot or anything. Obviously, the person wants to waste my time as much as possible, and I feel like nobody's addressing this at all to the public. So I am. He also mentioned something about the fact that he doesn't care about legalization, could probably easily cheat his runs. So I do not think his runs are actually cheated. Oh yes, Oskar, hello. Did I summon you in any way, or is this just actually a coincidence? Yeah, I'm quickly clearing the thing, because MT asked about this. Today's stream is a bit of a mess anyways, because we're probably gonna watch, like, the World Cup game. Kind of, well, you guys will see the face cam of me, and I'll react to it while you guys watch yourself, because I can't do that any other way. Yeah. Is this your coincidence? Okay, sorry to bring this up then. So yeah, not addressing this and kept it to itself while keeping everything in German, nobody understood, and egoistic, childish behavior. I don't know, I just let this slide because I kind of assumed, okay, Oskar is a weird person in general, sorry, but I kind of noted this down as some weird kink or mental illness, I don't know. I just thought this was the new Oskar era where... Yes, that's exactly why I said you guys will only see my face cam and never audio or... Yes, I am fully aware of that. I'm fully aware of that. That's literally the first thing I said. Which is why I held back on that initially. So, the idea is, and I've been long enough on Twitch to know that how that works. The idea is, you guys basically just see my face cam, and... you want to watch? We can figure out login for Nord. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna get out of bed. Sounds good. Thank you, Excel. Thank you. Yes, I will send you DM. Perfect. Yeah. And I kind of let this slide, because yeah, Oskar insisted on doing everything in German. It's just so weird, because I feel like I am the only streamer Oskar ever really trusted. And... like... Oskar trusted me, and he very well respected chatting in English pretty much the entire time he was here. So, towards me, he was a pretty fine chatter. Despite repeatedly trying to, like, get banned, he reappears like half an hour later. And I even went as far as making him YouTube moderator, because I wanted to make sure I do not miss his messages as much. And I wanted him to, like, give the equivalent of VIP on YouTube, kind of. So that was my only way of doing that. I will not accept Oskar in future context. I've already went and deleted as much stuff from the server and other places mentioning him. I propose others do the same, whether you have an unofficial leaderboard and the name of somewhere mentioned, name somewhere. Yeah. I don't want any impact on a community anymore, and I think it's for the better, despite his talents. And then obviously SMC answers, yeah, that's exactly why Oskar's banned everywhere. Sorry I had to go through this. Yeah. Obviously I feel really bad for this. Ultimately I just say, yeah. I spent quite a lot of time talking about this with Erica specifically. Ultimately leading to the conclusion that I will ban Oskar. It actually... I had a pretty bad mentality for the majority of today because it stressed me out so much. But after the nap thing, things were fine. It wasn't exactly the easiest decision for me, as well behaved 95% of the time, but after yesterday's stream, I did now ban the person in question. I will never bring up his name ever again here. Yeah, obviously newer members of the community weren't aware of this at all. Oskar used to be a very trusted member of the community way back in the day. But it really, like, quite quickly, it shifted towards him being banned in a lot of chats. And, of course, a lot of newer people just don't know about this. But the whole reason why Oskar seems to trust me so much is that I've been in touch with him for so long. But unfortunately, this all kind of was very complicated because ultimately he literally, and Oskar is such a mystery to me, but he literally intentionally got himself banned off of Twitch. So ultimately I had no way of contacting him through Twitch DMs. So I relied on him contacting me through various different Discord accounts. I'm not going to show those right now, but I have various different Discord accounts that are named completely differently. That he contacted me through over and over and over again, like kind of one-way Discord accounts. So I'm expecting the same to happen again. Well, right now, as of right now, Oskar's YouTube channel is a permanent thing, like burner accounts exactly. Oskar's YouTube account is a permanent thing, so theoretically I have a way of contacting him there. However, something has been weird today. I feel like Oskar might be going undercover, and Oskar might actually right now be in this very Discord and nobody knows. Because any of the comments I posted today got deleted immediately. And no, I am pretty sure that wasn't YouTube Automod. I know YouTube Automods, like, if you post links into comments and stuff, and you're not a trusted user. But today I was not able to post any comments, any new ones at least. And I've tried many times. So I'm pretty sure Oskar might be aware of this independently. This guy is such a mystery. I don't understand this guy. Because I tried to tell him in the comments, because again, that's my only way of communicating with him right now. I tried to tell him in the comments, you will be banned because this has caused a massive outburst that I don't want to be a part of. Contact me if you need to. And honestly, I know for a fact, by how history has unfolded, he will contact me again. For whatever reason, he is drawn to my content, drawn to what I do, and especially because he so badly wants Feinberg to test some of his advancements. I am so certain that out of the blue, he'll find a new Discord account and message me through that. So that will be my manner. I have to, from now on, keep him away from the YouTube and Twitch streams. I am sorry, it has, especially after yesterday's stream, it has damaged my content. Because especially people here, including Seskio, have stated, if he's around, they won't be watching, and I cannot handle that. So, it still hurts me because I think some of the stuff Oskar's accomplished is great. But his actions are weird. I think he's full grown. I think he's an adult according to how he communicates, according to what he has achieved. I do think he's not a child anymore. I don't know if this is mental illness or what is going on, but for me it's really hard to justify his actions. He doesn't want to learn and doesn't really care about improving. Banning won't really solve the issue either, but it's whatever. I kind of rely on him hopefully finishing the data pack that we looked at yesterday. Yeah. The thing is, up until now, I know I'm the nice guy, and I know it's very easy to, like, manipulate me, but up until now, I very much benefited from whatever he was doing. And no, I don't think all of that benefit solely comes from him trying to manipulate me. Because in no way, shape, or form has he abused me. Because he repeatedly said he wanted to get banned out of the YouTube chat. And I told him, no, I think I would love to have an established way of communication. It's really weird because I don't feel like he manipulated me. Because also, he keeps coming back. He keeps coming back. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah. Obviously, okay, it made you look slightly bad because you let the R slur just slide. But I made that clear. I made that very clear, especially when I talked to Erka, that this is not your fault. So you're completely out of this. Just want to clear the picture. I let it slide. You couldn't delete the messages? Oh, because he was modded as well. Yeah. Fair enough. That's my fault. Because I wanted to give him like VIP, since his original Twitch account had VIP. But yeah, it's really hard because pretty much unlike anyone else, I feel like I've established a connection with Oskar that wasn't malicious, actually. And I don't know. In my eyes, I would love to brush it off as some very weird mental issues. Because also yesterday, he first threw spitballs at Seskio, and then half an hour later he was like, I'm sorry. Yeah, we can we can remove that VIP now. That was a nice try. Does that mean I'll get mod on YouTube? No, because like W spitballs. Because I wanted to give him like a compensation for not being there on Twitch, yet having a rank. I don't really have any rules for Twitch moderation. I mean, I have okay now. The YouTube chat currently doesn't really need moderation. If you want to volunteer for that, MT, and I have more people in YouTube, then I'll make you mod. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I can have you as a YouTube mod. I can even have Dogmaster as a YouTube mod. But again, I don't want to have the YouTube chat be like only mods. Yeah. So that's the situation there. I can briefly show the message history here. So in all of this, Erica just said, like, Erica is a leaderboard moderator and everything. Very tricky situation, but his actions aren't your responsibility, so I shouldn't feel bad, blah, blah. Then the R slur. Yeah. Then I also talk about the data pack, blah, blah, blah. At this point, like, this was at 2 p.m. today, I was in such a bad mentality. I was actually screaming. And then he just says, yeah, I have to just decouple him as, like, a runner developer from, like, his actions, blah, 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 blah. And then ultimately, I just say, like, so should I just ban him now? And then, yeah. Here I've added him as a hidden user. And yeah. Erica just says, if I do end up maintaining contact somehow, I'm assuming Oskar will jump back into my Discord DMs eventually. It will be very clear when it's Oskar. And then I'll always have Erica kind of as a backup to talk about the whole situation as well. So that's nice. It's honestly good now to have people holding my back on this whole thing. Yeah. Yesterday's stream was such an oddity. He was so well behaved for the entirety leading up to this that it's just very, very, very strange. This guy is so non-transparent in any way, shape, or form. We thought Oskar was changed his action for so many years and done many things in the past and matured. I don't understand. Disappointing to people not change that. Yeah, exactly. Like, I totally knew about his entire Twitch situation. I knew that he was banned there, but I gave him another chance, and I do not regret it up until yesterday's stream. Zero. Because from my perspective, he was well behaved. He was fine. The only odd thing was here and there he said he was too addicted to my streams and wanted to get banned to not watch them. But yesterday, it's too much. I don't know. So I really want to try and justify why I've given him such a chance. I even helped him filtering for his SSG seed. I helped him so much, like, off stream as well, on like a friend kind of level. It's weird. But I can't show any of the Discord DMs. I don't want to leak any of the accounts he used. In case he does come back. Yeah, maybe that fueled him. Maybe that actually just fueled him. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. But MT asked about it. That was my final words to clear things up. If you guys want to clip parts of this stream, I mean, it will be up on the VOD channel anyways. So remember that was this stream. You can link back to it if you need the additional context. I'm not getting rid of any of my VODs. That would be hiding evidence. Why would I do that? So apologies, Deskio, if this caused damage to your mental, damage to your trust in the MCSR community. I really did not mean that. I didn't realize. Okay, I wanna... What was I doing? I was spinning this to the center. Right.